Okay, welcome guys sa synchronous lecture natin for the semi-finals. Okay, so this is our first lecture. So before anything else, a reminder, announcement. Paki-accomplish ng learners monitoring report niyo for midterm. Okay, so I have also reminded you about this one nung last week regarding dun sa LMR nyo nung prelim, then yung sa midterms. Okay. So at the end of the session, hopefully, these are the things that we will finish or you will learn. So first is to state and find derivatives using the general power formula. Okay. The next is to find and derive higher derivatives of functions. Next is to state and illustrate the rule on implicit differentiation. And lastly, to find the tangent and normal lines to a curve at a given point. Okay. So let's start. So we first have the general power formula. Okay. So as we can recall dun sa ating basic differential equations, sorry, the basic differential calculus differentiation formulas, okay? So we have yung sa power rule na tinatawag, no? So yung power rule natin is as stated na if ever we have a given function u, naka-reach siya sa certain exponent na n, ang derivative daw niya with respect to x is yung exponent niya ibababa, then yung naka-raise na exponent natin minus 1 times by the derivative of the given function natin. Okay? So, yung dito sa general power formula, papasok lang ulit yung paggamit natin ng chain rule. Okay? So, again, recall natin yung chain rule. Di ba, ang chain rule natin, kapag may given tayong, halimbawa, complicated yung itsura ng function, so, gagawin natin, halimbawa, in terms of y siya, ilalet natin as u, no? So, mangyayari para makuha natin yung derivative of y in terms of x, 'di ba last meeting, we get yung dy over du times du over dx wherein yung nasa loob ng certain function natin. So, let's say ito yung function natin. Y is equals to x cubed minus 2x halimbawa. Then, nilet natin u is equals to x cubed minus 2x. So, yung given function natin will be na y is equals to square root of u para mas ma-simplify natin. Then, ginagawa natin sa chain rule is, na-derive natin yung u form niya, no? Para in terms of x, ito yung lalagay natin dito. Then, yung sa y natin, na-derive natin in terms of u, yun yung lalagay natin dito. Then, yung resulting natin na magiging equation dito will be our first derivative na dy dx. Okay? So, basic review lang ulit ng chain rule yun. So, pagdating dito sa general power formula, so ganun lang din, no? So, let's say we have the first example. So, papakita lang natin na pag ginamit naman natin yung power formula using yung chain rule pa din, no? So, let's say we have y is equals to square root of x minus 1. So, pinapahanap sa atin dito is yung first derivative, no? So, find yung y prime. So, kung apply natin yung chain rule natin, so, lilet natin u is equals to 1 minus x. So, magiging function natin now will be y is equals to square root of u. Okay? Then, si square root is pwede nating in terms ng exponent. So, automatic 1 half yan, no? Okay? So, pag in-apply natin ngayon yung um, general power rule natin, okay? So, mangyayari is, kunin lang natin yung derivative nito in terms ng power, no? So, kunin mo natin yung du natin o yung du over x kasi chain rule pa din yung pinag-usapan natin. So, yung u prime natin will be negative 1. Okay? Kasi negative, yung 1 will be 0. Then, ito lang yung derive natin, yung negative x, no? Okay? So, sige, ibalik natin yung, isa-isa natin yung, so, yung first term minus x 1 minus 1. So, this will be 0 minus 1 x raised to 0 and x raised to 0. or any number raised to 0, as we all know, is equals to 1, kaya negative 1 siya. Okay? Then, de-derive natin ngayon yung y natin na 'to, no? So, derive natin y prime is equals to, by power formula, so 1/2 u, 1/2 minus 1, then yung derivative ng du, over, so simply u prime na lang natin, which is ito, nakuha natin, ito yung value ng u prime natin, equals to negative 1. Okay? Then, we continue this dito sa isang side na 'to. So, y prime is equals to, so 1/2 u is negative 1/2 times yung u prime natin, negative 1. So, simplify natin, y prime will be negative, value negative 1, 1 over, kasi yung exponent natin is naka-negative, so meaning pwede natin siya ilagay sa ilalim, no? So, 2 u raised to 1/2. And substitute natin pabalik yung value nung u natin. Ang u natin is 1 minus x. So, y is equals to, y prime is equals to negative. Pwede nyong ilabas yung constant, no? 1/2 times 1 over yung u prime na u natin is 1 minus x raised to 1/2. Then further simplify natin. It's equals to negative 1/2 times 1 over. Yung 1/2 natin is, again, square root of 1 minus x. So this will be our final answer for this given example, no? Okay? So basically, same din siya ng sa chain rule. Bali, pinakita lang natin kung paano i-apply yung power rule. Okay? Next, we have another example. So we have this example, y is equals to square root of x plus 2 all over square root of x minus 1. So as you can see, yung both numerator and denominator are nasa radical, no? Okay? So, isa sa mga, pag ganito nakita ko, so pag i-observe natin yung radical sign natin, observe natin na para siya ng degree, no? So, para siyang naka-squared o square root siya. So, alam natin sa property ng radical na kapag halimbawa meron tayong square root of a over square root of b, we can also uh, represent as represent that as a over b, no? So, it's the same lang. So, pwede natin pagsamahin yung dalawa, no? Okay, so let's try. So, y is equals to x plus 2 all over x minus 1. Then, meron siyang square root dun sa labas na. Then, applying power formula or converting muna yung radical na sign natin into exponent form. So, we have x plus 2 all over x minus 1. Then, ito is raised to 1/2. Okay? Then, um, kunin natin yung derivative. Pwede nyo idiretso na kunin na siya yung derivative. Or kung nahihirapan kayo, i-let nyo siya as u muna, no? So, try kong pakita kung paano yung diretso ng derivative natin, no? So, basta alam naman natin na kapag ah, formula tayo ng power formula, laging ang derivative ng u raised to n is equals to n u n minus 1. Then, times lagi siya nung derivative nung function natin yan. Okay? So, dito, yung function na yung u na yun is ito, no? Sabihin kung kailangan din natin ng derivative nito para dito, no? Okay? We have y prime equals to yung exponent natin, bring down natin, and x plus 2 over x minus 1. So, 1/2 minus 1 tayo. Then times yung derivative nung nasa loob. Okay? So, nakita natin siya. So, division siya. So, makita natin, no? So, ang formula nga pag, pag division, so, meron tayong halimbawa u over v. Ang derivative niyan is v u prime minus u v prime all over v squared. Okay? So, dito, i-represent natin na si x plus 2 is si u, and si x minus 1 is si v. Okay? So, isa-isahin natin. So, ang v natin, so x minus 1, then u prime is derivative ng u is 1. minus x plus 2, derivative ng v is also 1 all over b square natin, so x minus 1 square. Okay? And simplify natin. So we have, try natin palitin, no? Ayan. Okay. So simplify natin. So yung first term natin, ay 1/2, then magiging siyang x plus 2 all over x minus 1 raised to negative 1/2 times, ito will be x minus 1 minus, distribute na natin to, no? Negative x, negative 2. Okay? Tanggalan na din natin yung parenthesis. Okay? Over x minus 1 squared. Okay? Then, makita natin dito, yung term na to, naka-negative yung exponent. So, pwede natin pag-switch yung numerator, lalagyan natin sa denominator. Then, yung denominator, lalagyan natin sa numerator para maging positive na tong 1/2 na to. Okay? So, we have y prime is equals to 1/2. Again, so switch natin. So, x minus 1 all over x plus 2 raised to positive 1/2 na kasi nag-switch na tayo. As to will be, nag-cancel out to. Matitira is negative 3. Okay? Negative 3 over x minus 1 squared. Okay? And balik natin yung 1/2 dun sa numerator and denominator. Pag-iwalay natin. X minus 1, 1/2 all over x plus 2, 1/2. So, bakit ko pinag-iwalay? Kasi may nakita kong pwedeng i-cancel out, no? So, kata natin yung itong numerator ng denominator dito, pwede mag-cancel out. So, or mag-divide, yung technical na gagawin sa kanya. So, pag nag-divide tayo ng variable, ang nangyayari sa exponent is, nagma-minus tayo. So, 1/2 minus 2. So, 1/2 minus 2 is 3/2. So, magka-cancel out to, then yung 2 dito, matitira is 3/2. Okay? So, rewrite natin. Yung, yung 3 i-multiply ko na, no? Okay, dito, isama ko dito sa nasa unahan. Then negative yan, mind yung sign. So, negative 3/2 times 1 over x plus 2, 1/2, x minus 1, 3/2. Okay? So, ito na yung final answer natin. Or merong minsan yung iba, gusto niya naka-radical form yung denominator. So, radical form nyo lang. No? X plus 2 times. Ang 3/2 is equals sa x minus 1 cube tapos naka-squared siyang gano'n. Okay? So, that will be your answer. Okay? So, I hope yung regarding sa general power formula using yung chain rule natin. Na? So, ever may na-miss kayong detail, you can always um, go back sa video to review. Okay? For now, we will proceed now to the next topic, which is yung higher derivatives. Okay? So, sa higher derivatives, simple lang naman yung ibig sabihin niya. I know I have already given a number or a problem na may higher derivative nung exam natin. Pero ang ibig lang sabihin kasi ng higher derivative is dinaderive natin yung given function more than 1. Okay? So, halimbawa, after deriving it once, i-requires kayong ipa-derive, kunin yung second derivative niya and third derivative niya, so on and so forth. No? So, Yung sa exam, ang parang hiningi ko is yung second derivative ng gustong function. So meaning, pag nakuha mo yung first derivative niya, derive mo lang ulit yung first derivative. Okay? Para makuha mo yung second derivative. So, what more? Pinakamagandang gawin is to apply this sa formula. No? Aside ko yung sa example. No? So, we have dito, we have u cubed is equals to a squared t. Pinapahanap is second derivative ng function in terms ng u with respect to t. Okay. So, be mindful dun sa nakalagay sa numerator and denominator. No? So, ibig sabihin, yung u, yung dependent variable natin, and si t is yung independent variable natin. Okay? So, u and t lang yung pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, meaning, si a is treated as constant. Okay? So, kung constant si a squared, meaning itong pagde-derive nyo na siya mamaya, ito is hindi mo na gagamitin yung derivative ng product, no? Kasi si a squared is a coefficient of t. So, constant siya. So, parang, halimbawa, parang sinasabi lang na si a squared, halimbawa, is equals to 5t. Okay? So, yun lang yung ibig sabihin. Okay? So, tayong u cube is equals to a squared t. Kaya parang is d squared u over dt squared. So, ibig sabihin, second derivative, no? Okay? So, first, we get the first derivative. So, as is, i-perform nyo yung differentiation by formula. So, sa given nating mga um, variables. So, yung u cube, so, rewrite lang natin, u cube equals to a squared t. So, yung u cube natin, so power formula, so 3u, 3 minus 1. And derivative ng u is with respect to t, so du over dt. Okay? And itong kasunod is, since the a squared is constant, so a squared times yung derivative ng t with respect to t is 1. Okay? So, bakit may yung u may du over dt tapos yung t ay wala? Kasi in terms of t, no? Independent variable natin is si t. So, parang sinabi natin, yung halimbawa, pag may mga given tayong, halimbawa, y is equals to x, hindi pa nangyayari sa atin is laging y prime is equals to 1. Sabihin si x kasi, di ba ang meaning ng y prime ay dy over dx. So, in terms ng x yung independent natin, kaya hindi na natin sinusulat yung dx, no? So, basically, sinusulat pa din naman siya dapat. So, dapat, ang original talaga nito is dy is equals to dx. Pero kailangan natin para maging y prime is dy over dx. So, divide natin by dx both side. So, ito magiging 1. So, kaya nagkakameron ng dy over dx is equals to 1. Okay? So, same dito. Since itong variable natin ditong dinerive is in terms ng u, na variable, di siya in terms ng t, kaya meron siyang du dt na. Okay? So, I hope malinaw yun. Then, proceeding, so we have u squared du over dt equals to a squared. So, before we derive again yung given, yung nakuha nating equation, maganda, ilipat naman natin sa kabila yung sagabal sa kanya, no? Kasi ang kailangan natin is d squared u dt squared. So, ibig sabihin, in terms, si du dt yung kailangan natin yung value, no? So, yun yung sa second derivative natin. So, kailangan natin kunin yung equation in terms ng du dt. So, gawin natin is to multiply both side by 1 over du squared. Okay? Para makancel out siya sa kabila, para malipat. So, du over dt is equals to a squared over du squared. Okay? So, ito na yung du dt natin. So, para makuha yung higher derivative niya, derive lang natin ulit ito. So, pag dinerive natin to, ano mangyayari? Meron tayong derivative ng product, ng quotient. Okay? So, ito yung assume natin u, ito yung assume natin v. Okay? So, kung tandaan niyo yung formula, kapag um, naging constant yung numerator, may shortcut formula yung sa derivative by quotient. Pero 'pag hindi, balik kayo dun sa dati 'no. So, ibig sabihin, para makuha natin yung second derivative 'no, so derive lang ulit natin 'yun. So, yung second derivative niyan will be b u prime minus u v prime over b squared. Okay? So, apply natin. Ang b natin is yung 3u squared. Ang u prime natin, so 'pag dinerive natin yung u, since alam natin na itong a squared natin is constant, derivative of a constant is 0 minus a squared times yung v prime natin, derivative ng v prime ay, okay. So, what is the derivative ng v prime? Is 6u. Okay. So, sulat natin. So, v is equals to 3u squared. So, pag dinerive natin yan will be 6u, 2 minus 1. Tapos, magkakameron tayo ng, since in terms ng u yan, du over dt. Simplify. So, we have 6u du over dt. Okay? So, ito ay 6u du over dt. Okay? Then, over v squared natin ay, so, copy lang natin yung v, tapos square natin. Okay? And simplify. So, ito will be 0 na to. So, yung kasunod, pag minultiply natin, will be negative 6a squared u du over dt over, square na natin yun, we'll have 9u to the fourth. Okay? And then, ang gagawin natin, meron dito yung du dt. Ayaw natin nun, ano? Pero may nakuha tayong value kanina ng du over dt. So, sa-substitute natin to, itong equivalent value na to. Okay? So, we have negative 6a squared u times yung a squared over 3u squared over 9u to the fourth. Okay? So, yung mga pwede ma-cancel out, cancel natin. So, yung u ditong isa, pwedeng mabawasan yan. Then, itong 6, may 3 doon. So, magiging 2 na lang to. Okay? So, answer natin, d squared u or dt squared is equals to 2. Because a squared times a squared is a to the fourth all over 9. Okay? 9 u raised to. So, may isang u dito. No? May isang u dito. Pwede natin ibaba. Pag binababa, magko-combine itong dalawa. So, u raised to 5. So, that will be our final answer for this given problem. Okay? So, dito, huwag nyo kalimutan na yung, since dito kailangan mo ng derivative ng v prime, yung v mo is naka-in terms ng u, kaya kailangan mo ulit ibalik si du over dt dito, no? Don't forget that. Okay? Okay, another example. So, we have halimbawa to, we have x cubed is equals to 8e squared. So, find natin yung dx over dt. So, again, si a is treated as constant. Okay? So, dire-diretso na natin ito, no? So, we have x cubed equals to 8e squared. So, we have 3x squared. So, lalagyan ko ba ng dx over dt? Yes, kasi in terms ng t yung independent variable natin, no? So, dx over dt equals to a times 2t, 2 minus 1. Okay? Then, di natin lalagyan ng dt, no? Kasi in terms na ng dt yan. Okay? So, simplify natin. 3x squared dx over dt equals to 2a t. Okay? So, kailangan natin is si dx dt para ma-derive natin. So, multiply lang natin both side by 3x squared. So, we have dx over dt is equals to 280 all over 3x squared. Okay? So, meron naman tayong derivative ng product, ng quotient. So, we have ito yung u natin, ito yung v natin. So, try natin kunin yung derivation. Q is equals to 280. So, ang derivative niyan will be 2a times 1, no? Kasi in terms ng t. Then, si v is equals to 3x squared. Okay? And dv is equals to 6x. Since in terms ng t tayo, dx over dt. Okay? So, apply natin. So, second derivative ng dx or dt squared is equals to u. So, type natin yung formula. So, vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. So, equal siya sa v natin, 3x squared times u prime natin, 2a. Minus u natin is 280. V prime natin is 6x. Then, dx over dt over yung v squared natin is 3x squared squared. Okay? Simplify, we have 6a x squared minus, so yung dx dito natin, kailangan, again, substitute natin yung value na kuha natin, no? So, ito, no? So, we have 280 all over 3x squared. So, cancel out natin yung x, no? Ano pang pwede cancel out? So, wala na, no? Okay, so over 9x to the fourth. Okay, so matter of simplification to, no? 6a x squared minus, so magiging sagot natin dito, meron tayong dalawang 280, no? 280 tsaka 280, so magiging 4a squared t. Tapos 4 times 6 natin is 24, divide natin ng 3 is ilan? Pwede ba siya? So 8 na. So minus 8a squared, a squared, t squared over x. Okay? Over 9x to the fourth. So, kunin natin yung ah, subtraction ng fraction. So, kinukuha natin yung LCM, no? Pag may ganun. Okay? So, sa numerator, ang LCM niya is x. So, ito will be 6a x cubed minus, copy lang natin, no? So, all over 9x to the fourth. So, yung both denominator will combine. So, this will be 6a x cubed minus 8a squared t squared all over 9x to the fifth. Okay? Then, para ma-simplify yung answer natin, i-separate natin by term yung given fraction natin. This will be 6a x cubed all over 9x to the fifth minus 8a squared t squared over 9x to the fifth. Okay? So, pwede natin simplify ito. Okay? So, pwede itong mag-cancel out. May matitirang x squared doon. So, ito will be 2 over 3. So, we have 2/3 ng a over x squared minus 8a squared e squared over 9x to the fifth. Okay? Okay. May pwede pa bang simplify? Okay. Let me check lang. Okay. So, makikita nyo dito, may pwede tayong simplify sa kanya, no? Makita nyo dito, may t squared over x to the fifth tayo dito. Ito sa original natin, nakalagay sa kanya kapag may x cube ka equals yun sa 80 squared, no? So, pwede natin gawin, may mga, ito actually is pwede na 'tong sagot, no? So, paano kung halimbawa wala sa choices yung sagot na yan? So, ilan na lang kayo mamimili, no? Na mali yun, ano? So, ipakita ko lang yung ibang form niya kapag halimbawa gagamitin natin yung, unang given sa atin, no? So, meron tayong t squared. So, pwede makuha natin yung value ng t squared dito. So, mula sa x cube, 80 squared, pwede tayo makakuha ng t squared is equals to x cube over a. So, kunin lang natin yung final answer natin, no? Is equals to 2a over 3x squared minus 8a. Yung t squared natin is x cube, okay? 9 times a, x to the fifth, okay? So, pwede mo cancel out yung a dito. Ano ba? Wait, a squared to. Okay? Cancel out yung a. Then ito mo cancel out, may matitirang 2. So, the same na siya ng, okay, dito. This will be 2a over 3x squared minus 8a over 9x squared. So, same na siya, no? So, pwedeng pagsamahin na siya. So, d squared x over dt squared is equals to, kapag pinactor out natin yung a over x squared, so 2/3 minus 8 over 9. Okay? Then, pag kinuha natin yung LCM noon, this will be 9. Then, 9 divided 3 is 3 times 2. So, 6 minus 8, a x squared. So, we have negative 2a over 9 x squared. Okay? So, more likely, ito yung lalabas sa multiple choice, no? Na kung titingnan mo, mula dun sa una mong inassume na final answer is malayo, no? So, sasabihin mo, ano, does not exist agad, no? So, maling na, no? Okay? So, sa mga ganitong problem, you have to check muna yung given choices, kung halimbawa multiple choice in question, then reflect, no? Balik kayo dun sa original na given na equation, no? Kasi pwedeng gamitin yun to simplify your answer. Okay? Okay, so that's it for higher derivatives. Next is implicit differentiation. Okay? So, siguro, medyo ano lang yung term niya, ang sinasabi niya, implicit differentiation, pero basic lang din yan, no? So, ang sinasabi lang niya, if a function in terms of x and y, okay, so combination of x and y, where y cannot be solved in terms of x, or x in terms of y, then we can get the derivative of a function in terms of x and y is equal to 0 by implicit differentiation. So, ano the implicit differentiation? So, pinapollow lang niya is yung usual differentiation in terms of x, then kapag nakita mo, i-derive mo yung y, it follows na lalagyan mo siya ng y prime. Okay? Upon differentiating the variable. So basically, yung itong ginawa natin dito, no? So, itong dinederive natin siya by another variable. Like for example dito. No? So parang ito na yun eh. Ito parang naging u prime. Kasi tatlong variable na yung pinag-usapan. Dalawa lang pala dito. Okay? So dalawang variable. Pero hindi mo palipat na in terms of one variable lang siya, no? Ipapasok ko yung implicit differentiation. Ibig sabihin, pinagsasabay mong i-derive yung dalawang variable, then simplify mo na lang siya. Okay? So, apply natin sa example. So, we have x squared plus y squared is equals to a squared. So, find d squared y over dx squared. Okay? So, again, dependent variable natin is si y, independent is si x. So, si A is treated as constant. So, applying yung rule ng differentiation, tapos i-apply lang natin yung nakalagay dito na kapag in terms ng y, ilagyan natin lang natin ng y prime, yung differentiation natin ng variable y. Okay? So, ibig sabihin dito, so x squared plus y squared equals to a squared. So, pinapahanap, again, mind yung nakalagay na exponent. 2 tayo, so second derivative kailangan niya. No? So, ito 2x. Okay, so alam natin kung paano mangyari yan. And dito is magiging, so parang x lang din, 2y. Pero since y yung variable, kailangan mayroon siyang y prime. Okay, equals to 0. Okay, and kunin natin yung first derivative natin. So, y prime yun. Mangyari yan, i-transpose natin yung first term sa kabila, then divide natin both side by 2y para ma-isolate yung kabila. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag sinimplify, y prime is equals to negative x over y. Kailangan natin second derivative. So, papasok ulit si derivative by quotient. Okay? So, u natin is equals to negative x. So, ang u prime natin will be negative 1. Then si v natin is si y. Then ang v prime natin, okay, sorry. V prime natin is equals to derivative ng y is 1. Since y yung variable, y prime siya. Ha? Okay? So, double derivative natin. So, v minus u. Okay, sorry. V times u prime minus u v prime over v squared. Substitute, we have y negative x minus, okay, so, mali. So, u prime natin is negative 1, okay, minus u natin is negative x, then ang v prime natin is y prime over b squared, so y squared. Okay, simplify, we have negative y, negative, negative, so positive xy prime all over y squared. But remember, nakuha na natin yung value ng y prime kanina, no? Ito yung value ng y prime. Substitute natin doon. We have negative y plus x times negative x over y all over y squared. Simplify, y double prime, we have negative y minus x squared over y squared. Then, combine natin. So, in fraction, so y, negative y squared minus x squared over y squared. Then, para sa denominator, pwede natin pagsamahin. So, we have, arrange natin, negative x squared minus y squared over y cube. Okay? So, kung medyo gusto mo pa simplify, magiging siyang negative x squared over y cube minus 1 over y. Okay? So, that will be our final answer. Is that it? Okay. So, let's check. So, yung y prime natin, negative x over y. Yung derivative natin, okay. So, ito yung isa natin pwedeng dilemma dito, no? So, pwedeng ito na yung sagot. Okay. So, again, pero depende pa din sa choices. Halimbawa, wala sa choices ulit ito. Gusto niya maging kakaiba yung sagot mo, no? Okay. So, halimbawa, balikan natin yung una nating sagot na to. Negative x squared minus y squared. Halimbawa, y double prime. So, negative x squared minus y squared over y cubed. Yung numerator, pwede natin factor out yung negative. So, itong x squared plus y squared all over y cubed. Then, tingnan nyo to. Yung given natin x squared plus y squared is equals sa a squared. So meaning, pwede natin gawin tong a squared. Okay? So, magiging negative a squared over y cubed. Therefore, ang second derivative na hinanap natin, pwedeng ito yung nandun sa choices, is ito. No? Okay? So, depende pa din. Kaya, you have to try kung may pwedeng solution na mag-simplify ng given equation natin to a much simpler form. Okay? Okay, next. We have okay, so we have find the slope of the curve x cubed plus y to the fifth minus 3xy minus 2x squared is equals to negative 3 at 1, 1. Okay, so application na to, no? We have y cubed plus y to the fifth 3xy minus 2x squared equals to negative 3. Okay, negative 3. Okay, so again, pag slope ang pinaghahanap, ang pinag-uusapan, pertain tayo sa first derivative, no? Okay, so first derivative na kailangan natin. So derive natin to as is. So 3x to the fourth plus 5y to the fourth. Then, since y yung ginamit natin, so y prime. Okay? Then yung third term, so you can see is derivative ng product, no? Dito natin lagay. So 3, sama na ba natin yung negative? So sige, try natin sama yung negative. Negative 3xy. Okay? So, try natin yung negative 3, yung u natin, yung y yung b natin. So, uv, ang derivative niya is u, b prime plus b u prime. Okay? So, meaning, u natin, so negative 3x, b prime natin is y prime plus y times yung negative 3. Okay? So, negative 3xy prime minus 3y. So, yun yung ilalagay natin dito. Minus 3x y prime minus 3y. Yung last term natin. So, negative 4x is equals to 0. Okay? Then, we try to combine yung mga pwede combine. Okay? So, pwede combine is yung may y prime, no? Pwedeng pagsamahin itong dalawang to. Okay? Itong dalawang to. Then, lahat ng walang y prime, ipat natin sa kabilang equation. Okay? So, factor natin yung y prime. So, ito yung 5y to the 4th minus 3x. Then, ilipat natin yung iba. Okay? Plus 4x. Then, divide natin both side by 5y to the 4th para ma-isolate yung y prime. No? Okay? So, y prime is equals to negative 3x to the 4th plus 3y plus 4x all over 5y to the 4th minus 3x. Pero hindi yan yung hinahanap natin, no? May value tayo kasi meron tayong given point. Okay? So, yung 1, 1. So, ito yung value ng x and y natin. Substitute lang natin, negative 3, 1 to the 4th plus 3 times 1 plus 4 times 1 over 5, 1 raised to 4 minus 3 times 1. So, we have negative 3 plus 3. So, this will be 0 plus 4. So, 4 over 5 minus 3 is 2. So, ang y prime natin ay equal sa 2. Okay? So, this will be our final answer. Okay. Ang daming ginawa. Tulang pala yung sagot. Okay. Pinula yung 2. Okay. Okay. Tama ba yung mga sign natin? Let's check. Mhm. Hmm, okey. Naging plus pag transpose. So, yes, I think it's correct naman. Okay. So, that is implicit differentiation. Okay. So, again, if you had difficulty understanding this portion, please rewind or reload na lang yung video. Ha? Then we go straight dun sa last topic natin for this session, which is yung equations of tangent and normal lines. Okay? So basically parang babalikan lang natin yung normal, yung perpendicular na term, no? So let's say ito, may given tayong curve. Okay, ito yung curve natin. Then sabi, at a certain point, so sinabi si point M, okay? Ang ang coordinate ng point M ay x sub O, y sub O. Okay? Dun daw sa point na yon, merong magta-tangent na line. So nakita natin ito, nag-tangent si line. Ito yun, tangent line. So makukuha natin si tangent line using yung napag-aralan natin before, no? Pero by limit yung ginagamit natin ngayon, dati, no? Pwede natin siya makuha ngayon by using derivative lang. So gagamitin natin yung point slope formula. Kailangan lang natin kunin para makuha si tangent line. Is kunin natin yung value ng m. So yung m na hinahanap natin is yung slope ng ano, yung slope ng ito, itong curve natin dun sa point na yun. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kunin natin yung y prime gamit yung, di ba ang m natin is equals to y prime pero ang gamit nating point ay x sub o, y sub o. Okay? Then, kaya ito, yung original form, di ba natin is y minus y sub 1 equals to m x minus x sub 1. So, ito yung point slope form. No? So, since ang point natin dito is si m, kaya magiging y minus y sub 0, m, x minus x sub 0. Okay? Then, meron tayong another term na tinatawag na normal line. So, fancy term or other term para sa kung ano yung perpendicular line. Okay? Na magpa-pass through din dun sa point na yon. Okay? So, kay point M, papass through siya kay point M. Tapos, naka-perpendicular daw siya dun sa tangent line natin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nag-form siya ng 90 degrees. So, balikan ulit natin yung pag sinabing perpendicular yung line. Kung nag-perpendicular yung line, kung halimbawa, ito yung slope ni tangent, yung magiging slope ni normal is just the negative reciprocal nung slope ni tangent. Ha? So, makikita mo, ito, pupunta yan dito. Ha? Kung ano yung slope mo doon sa tangent line, kunin mo lang yung negative reciprocal niya. Then, makukuha mo na yung kanya normal line by applying the same point slope form, but using a different value ng slope. Okay? So, paano yan? Let's start sa given example. Okay? So, we have find the tangent of normal lines to the parabola y is equals to x squared at x 1, 1. Okay. So, meron tayong parabola. Ano bang itsura niyan? Yung y is equals to x squared. No? Try natin i-graph kahit pa paano. No? So, y is equals to x squared. So, meaning, si x yung naka-squared. So, dalawang. So, ang palatandaan ko, pag kung sino yung naka-squared, parang doon nadaan yung curve natin, no? So, since 0, 0 naman yan. So, alam natin na dito yung point na yan. So, positive siya. So, ibig sabihin, it's either up or down, no? Okay? So, yun yung given center ng parabola natin. Yan yung hinahanap natin parabola is opening upward, no? Down. Okay. So, yan yung parabola natin. Ngayon, pinapahanap is yung magta-tangent dun sa 1, 1. So, let's say yung baba, ito yung 1, ito yung 1. So, dito sa point na yun. Okay? Yung magta-tangent daw dyan. So, yun natin ba, magta-tangent dito is ito. No? So, yung line na yan. So, imagine nyo lang na perfect yung parabola ko, no? Okay? So, yan yung line natin. Yun yung tangent line. Then, yung normal line na pinapahanap sa atin is just yung kanyang naka-perpendicular daw, no? Perpendicular ba? Hindi. Not perpendicular. Bakit natin perpendicular? Yaw. Okay? So, ito yung naka-perpendicular. So, yung tangent line natin and uh, normal line. So, at 1, 1 yan. So, kailangan kunin muna natin yung slope natin, no? Kasi wala tayong magagawa dyan. So, ang given formula natin is y is equals to x squared. Kunin natin yung slope by kunin yung first derivative. So, y prime is equals to 2x. Eh, since ang point natin ay 1, 1, x and y value ng 1, 1 is 1. So, 2 times 1. So, we have slope is equals to 2. Okay? So, ito yung value ng m natin. So, using point slope, no? Point slope form para makuha yung equation ng line. So, y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. So, y minus 1 is equals to 2 times x minus 1. Simplify, y minus 1 is equals to 2x minus 2. Then transpose or i-ano natin sa standard form, we have 2x minus y minus 1 is equals to 0. So, ito yung tawag natin dito. Ito yung ating tangent line. Okay? And para makuha si normal line, kailangan lang natin negative reciprocal yung slope natin. So, ang nakuha natin slope para kay tangent is equals to 2. So, ang slope natin para kay normal, gagawin natin TL para kay tangent line, normal line. Okay? So, negative reciprocal, so negative 1 over 2. So, using point slope form din. So, ito yung para kay normal line. Okay? So, y minus y sub 1 equals to 1. So, gawin ko na lang m na lang din na. Balikan ko ito. So, m, normal line, x minus x sub 1. We have y minus 1 is equals to negative 1 half x minus 1. Simplify. Cross multiply natin yung 2. 2y minus 2 is equals to negative x plus 1. Simplify. So, standard form. So, x plus 2y minus 3 equals to 0. So, ito yung ating normal line. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, magbabalikan natin to. Ang equation itong line na to, yung nakatangent dun sa curve natin, is 2x minus y minus 1 is equals to 0. Then, ang equation itong naka-normal sa kanya is x plus 2y minus 3 equals to 0. So, that's how you get the tangent and normal lines of the given curve at a certain point. Okay? Next, we have find the tangent and normal lines to the ellipse 4x squared plus 9y squared is equals to 25 at negative 2, negative 1. Okay, so dapat recall nyo yung pag-graph ng conic section, no? So we have 4. Okay. So 4x squared plus 9y squared is equals to 25. So, change natin sa standard form. Divide natin lahat by 25. Ah, kasi standard form, di ba, ng ah, ellipse is uh, x squared over a plus y squared over b equals to 1. Okay, kaya dinivide by 25. So, this will be x squared over, so dapat ito ay a squared, no? B squared. Okay, so this will be 25 over 4 plus y squared over 25 over 9 is equals to 1. So, para makuha natin yung major line tsaka minor minor points natin. So, a squared is equals to 25 over 4. Divide natin. So, a is equals to 5 fourths. Then si b squared is equals to 25 over 9. Kunin natin ang square root. B is equals to 5 over 3. Okay? So, nakita natin na mas malaki dyan. 5 over 3 and 5 over 9. Okay? So, si 5 over 4 is 1.25. Si 5 over 3 is 1.67. Tama ba? Sorry. Kaya sabi ko parang mali eh. Ito, 2 lang pala to. Okay? So, yan. Alam natin na mas malaki si A. So, kung alin yung mas malaki yung value, tapos kung ano yung axis na nasa taas niya, yun yung kanyang major axis. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, si X yung major axis natin. So, kung sa ellipse, kung ito yung ellipse natin, no, major axis niya kung saan papunta yung direction ng buka. Okay? So, kung halimbawa sa Y yung major axis natin, so ito yung Y natin. No? So, dun siya pumumahaba. Okay? So, since naka-center at 0, 0 naman to, ipakita lang natin yung graph. Okay? Okay? Yung from 0, 0, so ito yung 0, 0 point natin. So, 5 halves. So, sabihin natin, ito yung 5 halves natin. No? Then 5 over 3. Sabihin natin ito. So, yun yung magiging track ng ating ellipse. No? Okay. So, yun yung ellipse natin. So, yung point natin is negative 2 over 1. So, ang negative 5 halves ay ilan? Negative 2.5, no? 2.5 to. So, meaning, kung 1, 2, okay? So, yan yan. Tapos, negative 1. Ang 5 over 3 is 1.67. So, negative 1.67 to. So, somewhere dito yung 1. So, huh? Okay. So, assume lang natin na tumama dito yung point na yun. Kasi hindi naka-scale yung ano ko, yung drawing ko. Kaya, ayan yung point na yan. Okay. Hanapin daw natin yung tangent line sa kanya. So, ibig sabihin, meron diyang line na magpapass through sa kanya. No? Such pala. Okay. Okay. So, yun yung nakatangent sa kanyang line. So, hanapin natin yan. Then yung naka-perpendicular din sa kanya. Okay. Kailangan mo natin kunin yung derivative ng given equation natin. So, derivative natin, 4x squared. Sorry. So, 4x squared plus 9y squared equals to 25. Derive natin, we have 8x plus 18y. Again, implicit tayo. So, may y prime tayo, no? Equals to 0. So, yung y prime natin will be equals to negative 8x all over 18y. Okay? And substitute natin yung value ng x and y. Negative 8, negative 2 all over 18 times negative 1. So y prime will be negative negative, so 16 all over negative 18. So, ang simplify lang naman yan, edi negative 8 over 9. So, ito yung magiging slope natin. No? So, para kay tangent line, so TL will be, diretso ko na, y minus, so plus 2 is equals to negative 8 over 9 x, sorry, yan, yung pag dinadiretso. Okay, balik tayo. Y minus x of 1, m x minus x of 1. So we have y minus minus kaya magiging plus is equals to negative 8 over 9 x plus 2. Okay, then cross multiply yung 9. 9y plus 9 is equals to negative 8x minus 60. Um, change natin into standard form. 8x plus 9y plus 25 is equals to 0. So ito si tangent line. And si normal line, again, kunin lang natin si, so negative, reciprocal, so magiging 9 over 8 na lang. Positive kasi negative yung tangent line natin. No? We have y minus y sub 1, m, x minus x sub 1. So y plus 1 is equals to 9 over 8, x plus 2. So 8y plus 8, 9x plus 18. So we have 9x minus 8y plus 10 is equals to 0. So ito yung normal line natin. Okay? So kung lalagay natin, so si normal line is equals kay 9x minus 8y plus 10 is equals to 0. Ang si tangent line ay equals sa 8x plus 9y plus 25 is equals to 0. So that is our normal line and tangent line. Okay? So yan. So ganyan yung pag-solve sa kanya ng tangent line, normal line. Okay? So this ends our lecture for this session. So again, if you have difficulty absorbing kung ano yung mga topics na discuss natin, you can always rewind or play it in loop, no? Okay? So for questions or clarifications regarding this topic, you can always message me or pwede kayo leave ng comment dun sa video natin sa YouTube, no? Okay? So that's all for this session. See you guys again next meeting.